The Rampur Development Authority has ordered the demolition of 38 buildings at Mohammad Ali Jauhar University founded by jailed Samajwadi Party leader Azam Khan. Now, the authorities say that the structures were constructed without approved building plans, triggering a sharp political confrontation in Uttar Pradesh. According to the Rampur Development Authority, a comprehensive investigation found that only 2 buildings on the university campus had valid approvals. Officials say that remaining 38 structures were built without the mandatory sanctions required under planning laws. Now, the inquiry was initiated following a report submitted by the regional junior engineer based on the findings that the authority issued demolition orders as part of its enforcement action. Now, the move has sparked a political row with Samajwadi Party and the Congress accusing the BJP government of selectively targeting an educational institution. Government officials, however, insist that the action is purely based on violation of planning and land use regulations and is in line with the state's ongoing crackdown on illegal constructions. Now, the authorities maintain that the action is being taken strictly under planning laws, while the opposition alleges political vendetta. Meanwhile, the Mohammad Ali Jauhar University will move to the High Court against the Rampur Development Authority's order to demolish 38 of its buildings. The issue is expected to remain at the center of political debate in Uttar Pradesh. Now, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Brijesh Pandey, input editor of News9, who joins us. Brijesh, one interesting aspect of this is that on the surface, we know that there is only permission given for only 2 buildings and the rest lack that permission that is to be given from the relevant authorities. Secondly, this illegal constructions, as they claim it, was built over a period of time. So what was the Development Authority doing till then? And then you have an election coming next year. So is the right time to rake up the issue?
Well, I think, what the government is saying is that the Rampur Development Authority has issued a notice. And the reason they have said that they have issued this notice is because the fact is that the Jauhar University did not have requisite permission to construct 38 structures out of the 40 structures which are there. So the Rampur Development Authority is saying that 38 structures has been erected there on the land without any proper approvals which have been given, without any proper permission from the required authorities. And they are also saying that this is not the first time the Jauhar University has come under legal scrutiny. If you remember, Verghese, earlier, the government had taken back 3.24 acres of land which was allotted to Jauhar University, and when the case went up to Supreme Court, even the Supreme Court, led by the then Chief Justice, Justice Chandrachud, had said that the fact that Azam Khan was the Urban Development Minister and he had given a land lease to a trust of which he was a lifelong member was a clear-cut case of conflict of interest. And this is not the first time that has happened. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what stand does Allahabad High Court takes of this particular demolition order which was being issued by Rampur Mandal.
But the rather big question is that, it's happening just before the elections next year. So clearly the opposition is going to jump with the question saying that, is it politically motivated?
Well, yes, opposition will say, we have already heard Samajwadi Party and a couple of other, political parties saying that this particular decision which has been taken by the Rampur Development Authority reeks of, politics, and this is something which should not have been done. But, the BJP is saying that if what they are claiming is correct, then they always have the recourse to approach the Allahabad High Court, and if they had any validity or any substance in their argument, the Allahabad High Court will stop the Rampur Development Authority from carrying ahead or going ahead with the supposed demolition. It'll be very, very interesting to see how this pans out, because a couple of other times when the authorities or when the government has approached the Supreme Court or the High Court, the cases have gone in favor of the government and not in favor of the trust.
Well, thank you, Brijesh, for in fact joining us with all those details.